In a cabinet session on Friday, strategies were discussed to alleviate traffic congestion in Shillong city by addressing issues like parking shortages, irregular lane widths, and the need for more recreational spaces. The meeting outlined plans to construct multi-level parking facilities at various locations across Shillong, including Motpran, Polo Phase 1, Additional Secretariat, Maukhar, Polo Phase 2, Layumkra Market, Anjali, Maulong Hut and Cleo, providing a total capacity for 1,254 vehicles. In a bid to reduce traffic, the city will soon produce 50 electric buses under the PM E-Bus Seva initiative. Other proposals discussed include converting government-owned land into green spaces, discouraging on-street parking, and establishing designated no parking zones. To promote Shillong's cultural heritage and tourism, plans are underway to repurpose the PWD office complex at Barik Point into a large gathering space for state events while ensuring the preservation and refurbishment of heritage structures with a focus on sustainability. Notable projects also mentioned during the session include the development of the Wards Lake Promenade, redesigning Polo Junction, enhancing the Polo riverfront, implementing the Shillong Peak Ropeway project, and constructing a new road connecting Laban with 4.5-mile Upper Shillong. This comprehensive effort aims to transform Shillong into a more accessible and culturally vibrant city.
So now, continuing with that entire momentum, we have gone through the different processes of now using more government property to create more parking lots. For example, in the Barik point, there is a program to shift the PWD office, which is happening very soon, and convert that again into some parking space and green space. And as I said, we'll be hoisting the national flag there, which will be a large 40-meter, 50-meter flag, which will be hoisted. Like that, certain government bungalows, certain spaces like the Barik, the bright bungalow. Yeah, so the bungalow there will be used for parking, and we'll be creating more space there. Simply in Hydri Park also, once we are able to shift the animals from there, which we expect in about 3 months to 4 months time to shift the animals, we will be converting some area from there also into parking space, as well as expanding some part for civil hospital. So all these kind of discussions took place, and overall the land that are available with certain departments which are not being utilized in the most efficient manner, we have worked towards rationalizing those lands, whether it's in Shillong city or other parts of the state, and detailed presentation on that has been given, but it will not be possible for me to, of course, give you all the facts of these. But we do expect that when this happens, there will be much more open space, much more parking space, and the vehicles which are parked on the road now will be parked in the parking spaces, and we'll get space to also expand the road. For example, we are going to be expanding the road and creating footpaths from Shillong Club all the way going up to the Governor House Junction and all the way going to the Pinewood Junction. So there the land of the forest, the tourism and the forest department, which is Wards Lake, we will take some space from there, extend the boundary wall and create a walking space for the pedestrian so that people have a space to walk out there. So these kind of micro plannings were done on the correct time. We will give you more details about it. But all these were discussed and we have approved all these, not approved, but we have seen the presentation today.
That the Lineage Act 1997, meaning the act passed by the KHADC as a bill and later endorsed by the state government and also approved by the governor so that it became an act. It said that this Lineage Act 1997 does not prohibit the issuance of ST certificates, Scheduled Tribe certificates, to the applicant adopting surnames of either the father or mother, and the practice of adopting husband's surnames by non-Khasi wife was also allowed. This was issued at the level of the Undersecretary Social Welfare Department in 2020. So in the initial part of this year, a delegation of the HYC had met me to express the strong opposition to the order issued by this office memorandum of 21st July 2020. No, in fact, this went all across the state, but what was missing from this particular order was that this order did not take note of the fact that there already is a tribe certificate issued by the KHADC. In this case, the Khasi tribe certificate, which is compulsory for anybody before he or she applies for an SD certificate to first avail of and obtain a Khasi tribe certificate issued by the KHADC.